Alright, what's up guys, it's Boreas here, back again. Today I have another rant. This is a bit more ranty and probably a bit more long than my previous rant, which I uploaded like 5 minutes ago. Anyways, today I'm going to be ranting on why I do not support socialism, and yeah, just an anti-socialist, rant. So, I'm going to start out with, a lot of liberals will say that socialism is less selfish than capitalism, and then capitalism is selfish, and that socialism is based on equality and shit like that. Alright, first of all, socialism is more selfish than capitalism. Capitalism is based on getting more money based on what you contribute to society. Now, of course, living in America, we know that, capitalism isn't perfect. The system, is a tiny bit flawed, but no system is perfect. No economic system is perfect, obviously. But socialism is far more flawed. The philosophy of socialism is that I'm breathing, therefore you owe me shit. You can literally sit on your ass all day and get the same paycheck as the guy who risked his life for 12 hours, 7 days a week. What do you think this guy is going to do? Do you honestly think he's going to keep thinking, oh, I should keep working hard? No, of course, he's going to quit working. Then everyone's paycheck in the country goes down. This is how the economy fails. Now, yeah, that's part of my philosophy on socialism. I just think it's a bad idea. It's selfish, and it's just how an economy fails. Almost every socialist country so far has failed in an economic collapse, I believe. Now, oh yeah, there's also, I don't remember when, but there's been stories on, at a college, there was a professor, and um, his students were all telling him about how great socialism is, and he was arguing with them. And so he got fired later on, but he basically said, all right, you think socialism is so good? And so what he did is he started to grade everyone socialistically on their actual like college tests and shit like that. And basically, um, some kids, would study really hard and get an A, and some kids would slack off and get Fs. Now, if half the kids got Fs and half the kids got A's, then everyone in the class got C's. And of course, everyone thought this was unfair at first, and then eventually, or actually not even eventually, within no time, the A students decided, you know what, screw this. I'm not going to study and try to get my grade good because I'm just going to get, an average no matter what. And then the average goes down for every, more bad grades that people in the class get. And within no time, everyone was failing the class. Now, the college professor got fired, but, he taught them a good life lesson about why socialism doesn't work, and that it's selfish, and yeah, it's not the fair economic system. It is an unfair economic system. Now, I mean, just imagine, you work, you risk your life working. You might risk your life in the workplace. You know, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and let's say you make $1,000 that day. That's a lot of money to make in one day. Let's say you make $1,000 that day. You're really happy. You're gonna go home to your family. You make $1,000. You can't wait to tell them about this. Then there's three men on the street that didn't do anything all day except for, smoke weed and drink, and they just didn't do shit all day, sat on the curb all day on their asses. And then by law, you have to give them you have to give them each a third of what you made. Now you each of you have $250, even though you risked your life for 12 hours, and you're going to for the next 7 days of the week, and they just sit on their ass all day drinking beer and taking drugs. Do you think that's fair? I don't. You probably don't, whether you're a liberal or not. And eventually, everyone resorts to this in a socialist utopia, as people like to call it. Eventually, people are going to realize, hey, screw this, and they stop working. That's just how it's always worked, and that's how it's going to work in the future. The only socialist countries so far that we know of that have not failed are based on debt consumption. Socialism is borrowing money. Socialism is borrowing money from people who have not even been born yet, and that is immoral. A very good quote. Socialism works until you run out of other people's money. Thank you. I'm Boreas Rants. Good night.